Are you wondering how to quickly and efficiently check the status of any business entity registered in North Dakota, all from the comfort of your own home? Well, picture this for a second. You're about to hire a contractor for a massive home remodel, or maybe you're gearing up to sign a huge B2B contract. The stakes of doing business with an unverified entity can be incredibly high, right? We're talking everything from unexpected financial losses to some seriously massive legal headaches. But what if I told you there's a straightforward, completely free way to verify any business directly through the state's online tools?
Welcome to this explainer. I am absolutely thrilled to have you here with us today. Whether you're a beginner just looking to understand the absolute basics, or you're a seasoned entrepreneur seeking some specific due diligence techniques, we're going to unpack exactly how to navigate the North Dakota Business Registry like an absolute pro. We're going to take what could honestly be a confusing administrative chore and turn it into a powerful tool for your business intelligence arsenal. Let's dive in.
All right, here's a quick look at our roadmap for today. First, we'll talk about why you should even check a business's status. Then, we'll explore the First Stop portal. Third, we'll walk through a step-by-step search guide. Fourth, we'll decode status versus standing. Fifth, I'll share some troubleshooting and pro tips. And finally, we'll wrap up with a brief conclusion and disclaimer. Okay, let's jump right into Section 1, Why Check Business Status. We'll look at some real-world applications and the different entity types you'll encounter. You know, you might be asking yourself right now, why do everyday consumers or super busy entrepreneurs need to spend their precious time looking up public records? Well, checking a business's status isn't just some boring administrative busywork. It is a totally fundamental risk management tool. Think about it. If you're vetting a contractor before letting them completely tear up your kitchen, you absolutely want to verify their legitimacy first. Or in corporate transactions, it's a vital piece of your due diligence to make sure the company you're acquiring actually exists and is fully compliant. Even if you're just starting a new venture, you need this tool to check if that brilliant new business name you came up with is even available. And hey, if you already own a business, you've got to check your own status to ensure you can easily secure a certificate of good standing when it's time to get a bank loan. So, what kinds of businesses are we actually looking at here? Well, North Dakota registers a pretty broad set of entity types. You're going to find fully searchable records for domestic and foreign LLCs, corporations, and limited partnerships. Trade names, which you probably know as DBAs or doing business as, are also fully searchable. That's super helpful for verifying the operating names of existing businesses. But here's a little catch. Sole proprietorships and general partnerships have minimal state registration. They are only going to show up in this system if they've explicitly registered a trade name with the state. If they haven't done that, they're essentially invisible in this database. Moving right along to Section 2, accessing the First Stop portal. This is your gateway to North Dakota business intelligence. So this is the First Stop interface. You can find it at firststop.sos.nd.gov, and it acts as a single transactional backbone for all state business records. Literally, whether you're running a search, reserving a name, forming a brand new entity, or just filing an annual report, it all hits this exact same unified system. First Stop is managed by the Business Services Division over at the Office of the Secretary of State. And honestly, what makes this tool truly fantastic is how accessible it is. Unlike some states that might lock all this juicy data behind annoying paywalls, the North Dakota entity search is completely free for public use. No user account, no login, no PIN required to execute a basic query. There's zero authentication needed. But the best part? It queries the live real-time filing database. You aren't looking at some cached data from a month ago. You are seeing the registry exactly as it exists right this very second. All right, let's get into the nitty-gritty with Section 3, our step-by-step search guide. Let's go from a simple query to actionable data. If you want to pull off a successful search, just follow these simple steps. Step 1, naturally, is to navigate to the portal's search page. Step 2, enter your query. You can use the legal business name, or, if you happen to have it, the SOS control ID. Now, that's a unique state identifier formatted as 3 digits, a dash, and then 6 digits. Step 3 involves opening up the advanced filters to really hone your search. And finally, Step 4 is just analyzing the tabular output that the system hands back to you. Now, the real secret sauce here is utilizing those advanced filters I just mentioned. If you just type in a generic word, you are going to get totally overwhelmed with results. But under the Advanced tab, you can select Contains to find a keyword placed literally anywhere in the business name, or you can use Starts With for a super strict alphabetical match. You can also toggle this highly useful checkbox, Active Entities Only. Checking that instantly excludes all the dissolved, expired, or inactive businesses, which clears out a ton of clutter. And again, for absolute pinpoint precision, nothing beats searching by that unique SOS control ID. Once you actually hit that search button, the database is going to spit back results containing these high-level data fields. It gives you an immediate snapshot of the company. You're going to see the exact legal business name, the SOS control ID, the entity's status and standing, and the initial filing date. So, for example, if you search for a sample business like Dakota Builders, this data gives you an instant bird's-eye view of exactly when they were formed and their current overall condition. But wait, the initial search results are really just the tip of the iceberg. If you click directly on the business name right there in the results, a contextual side panel slides right out, and this reveals so much deeper intelligence. You'll discover the registered agent's name and their physical North Dakota street address, which is absolutely critical if you ever need to serve legal documents. You'll also see the principal and mailing addresses, the term of duration, and, incredibly, there's a button to view the complete filing history, showing you literally every document filed over the entity's entire life. This brings us to a really important topic in Section 4. Decoding status versus standing. Let's demystify some of this legal jargon, shall we? Understanding the distinction between these two is vital for corporate risk assessment. Status and standing are completely independent indicators in North Dakota. Think of it like this. Status is the legal existence of the business within the registry, whether the corporate charter is active, dissolved, or merged. It's basically answering the question, does this business actually exist? Standing, on the other hand, indicates the compliance health of the entity. Good standing means the business is actively following all state rules and paying its fees on time. A business can totally be active in status, but not in good standing, meaning it exists, but it is currently breaking the rules. Let's look at the actual real-world consequences of falling out of compliance. If a business shows up as not in good standing, they've likely missed an annual report or failed to pay some required fees. This single designation immediately prevents the business from obtaining a certificate of good standing. That can completely halt bank loans or multi-state expansions dead in their tracks. You might also see the word forfeited, which means their compliance status is lost entirely. State law, specifically North Dakota Century Code 1019.1-146, strictly dictates that corporations fall out of good standing exactly 3 months after missing a deadline. If they just ignore this for too long, the state will step in and enforce an administrative dissolution. Yikes. All right, let's pivot to Section 5, Troubleshooting and Pro Tips. We're going to navigate some common search hurdles together. If you ever hit a wall during your search, just keep these tips in your back pocket. First, the portal does not allow searches by the owner's name. You absolutely must use the business name or that control ID. Second, like we touched on earlier, if you're hunting for a sole proprietorship and can't find it anywhere, it's probably because they never filed a trade name, making them a ghost in this registry. Third, if you're an entrepreneur checking to see if a new name is available and you get a no-match result, don't pop the champagne just yet. That's a preliminary signal. The Secretary of State always has the final say upon reviewing your actual filing to ensure the name is truly distinguishable. And lastly, just be aware that restricted terms, like the word bank, requires special authorization from other state agencies before you're legally allowed to use them. And here is a phenomenal pro tip for anyone looking to start a new venture. If you do your research and find a beautifully clear business name in the First Stop portal, it only costs $10 to file a name reservation. Seriously, just $10. That fee locks down your desired business name for an entire 12-month period. It is an incredibly cheap, effective way to protect your brand while you're taking your time to finalize your business plans. Well, we're rounding the corner into Section 6, Conclusion and Legal Disclaimer, wrapping up your entity intelligence toolkit. Just to quickly recap our journey today, the North Dakota First Stop portal is an astoundingly powerful, completely free tool that puts critical business intelligence quite literally at your fingertips. Remember to always distinguish between an entity's legal status and its compliance standing because, as we saw, they tell two very different stories. Don't just snoop on others either. Make it a habit to regularly search your own business to ensure you haven't accidentally missed a filing deadline and lost your good standing. And finally, use those advanced search filters to cut through the noise and find exactly what you're looking for. Mastering these techniques truly empowers you to navigate the commercial landscape with absolute confidence. And of course, we've got to talk about some professional guardrails here. Please keep in mind that while the First Stop tool is incredibly useful for preliminary research and due diligence, online resources and state databases are continuously being updated. You should always consult a qualified legal or financial professional for specific advice regarding your individual business circumstances because, let's face it, every situation is wonderfully unique. So I'm going to leave you with this final provocative thought. Now that you understand exactly how to navigate the North Dakota Business Registry like a pro, how will you use your new first stop research skills to protect or grow your next business venture? Whether it's dodging a sketchy contractor, performing bulletproof due diligence, or locking down the perfect business name, the power is now entirely in your hands. Get out there, start searching, and empower your business decisions today.